everybody, Happy New Year. How are you? I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas and lots of wonderful gifts that you've been wishing for. And again, I hope that all your 2025 year brings you lots of success, happiness and wonderful health. So it's great to be back, guys. I've had a lady ask me where have I been. I decided, because I've had my mum with me over Christmas, which was wonderful. I loved every minute of having my mum here and looking after her. And now she's gone back. Unfortunately, sadly, I didn't want to take her back. I didn't want to leave her. She lives an hour and a half away from me. So, but it had to be done, unfortunately, because that's where she lives. So today we're going to do a Valentine's Day wreath, and I have spoken to a lovely lady, and I'm sure it was Marilyn, asking where I will get, when I do my videos, where do I get all my flowers and everything from. I replied to Marilyn and said, I am going to be doing a Valentine's Day wreath with products brought just from Temu, or Timu, some people pronounce it, but it's spelled T-E-M-U. And I am going to show you that they do wonderful quality and lovely flowers and foliage. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So everything on my table I have purchased from Temu, especially for this occasion. And so for all you people who are on a slight tight budget, don't worry guys, you can get beautiful things from Temu. So first of all, I'm going to go through the things that we've got. But I have made a bow, which again, this ribbon is also from Temu. So I've got a tan background with red sparkly love hearts on, and I've made the bow. I thought if I make it in advance. And this webbed ribbon I also got off of Temu as well. So, and it's beautiful quality, really thick, guys. You can get some 9.14 meter rolls, but a lot of their ribbon come in 4.17. But the thing about that is you can buy two of them, the same rolls, because sometimes they come together, or you know, as a pair, and they give you options of several different ribbons to put together for one bow. So you may get 4 different ones. And also if you buy 2 of the smaller size ribbons, 4.17, they add up cheaper than you would buy one 9.14 meter roll. So bargain. I'm all for bargains. So that is our ribbon. Now I've cut some things down. I've got this tree pine and I've cut it down, and this is also from Temu as well. You get it in full long stems with quite a bit of this on, and you just chop away at them, but that is also from Temu. I've got these love hearts on sticks, these glittery love hearts, again on wooden sticks, and I think what do they come in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. A pack of 12, and also they are from Temu. Now I've seen these on other people's wholesalers that I do sometimes order from as well, but I saw them on Temu, slightly cheaper, so I've got these. Now I'm not sure, I think they may be large leaf boxwood, or if not then maybe ruscus, I'm not quite sure, or just green foliage really. But I got these, I got 3 out because the last 3 I've got from Temu, and again, so, and they're on quite long stems as well, so I got them, and you could chop away at those also. So they are from Temu. Now I've got lots of lambs here that I ordered in a bulk bag from Temu as well, and they are just super quality, really thick and sturdy, and they are beautiful. So, and you've got lots of leaves on one stem, and they come in single little stems, so I've got those as well. Now I've seen these off of people who I purchased from. You can get some rose buds in red or any colour. How many do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 12 heads on this bunch, again from Temu. And these are lovely. They've got lots of layers in the centre and they are really pretty. Now I've got these as well from Temu, rubber fern, and there's lots of fern on Temu, guys. You just have to pick the one you like. They come on single stems like that with a bit of tape around the bottom to hold them all together. But they are lovely and they are really lovely texture with them being rubber, and they are wired to about right up to here. So that is fabulous. So if you'd like to have a closer look, let me turn it around. So they are beautiful. Lots and lots of lovely texture. So that's those. I've chopped some of these eucalyptus down off the bunch, but again, you can get these wired eucalyptus from Temu as well, and this is where I got these from, and they're on paperback, so I've pulled them all off of the stem just to get them sort of prepared, and they are again lovely, and you can move them around, manipulate them in any direction, and I like that because then you can make something look more natural. So that's that. I've also cut these off of the stem, again Veronica. I got these from Temu also because I love Veronica. I did it in my fresh flowers, and these are the ones that I've seen that are more realistic to the ones that I used when I was doing real flowers. So I purchased those. I've chopped them all down off the long stem because they come on probably about 30 centimetre stems, something like that. So I've chopped them down because I don't want them long. Now I've also bought these off Temu, some red roses that are slightly more open than the buds. And I don't know how many is here, guys. I think I bought a few bunches, but I've just grabbed a few and put a band round. But again, Temu. And they're all relatively good. Well, I say good. They are good price. So again, if you're on a budget, please just take a little look, because some people think Temu sell cheap and nasty flowers or anything really, but I beg to differ. So I've also, this is the last bunch I found. I may use this, but there's 5 stems on here where you get a bit of a stilby on some little miniature hydrangeas, some little wild daisies as well. So I may incorporate these as well. And again, Temu, you can get bunches like this, guys, for £1.50, sometimes £1. So, and there's nothing wrong. They are just the same quality as if I would get them from my wholesalers. So, win-win. Now, I've got these again from Temu. I've already placed pics on before the video, but they do come on stems like that. So all I've done is count how many I want. There's 20 strands, single strands on one stem. So I did 5 small picks with 4 little peacock feathers on the end, which look a little bit like hearts. So I thought, oh, that would make it sweet. And they're wispy. So I've placed those on picks. So, but they do come like that in all colours, guys. All colours. I've got them in black, red, white, gold, other colours I can't remember, but I've got those as well. So I've placed those on picks. And finally, I got this from Temu. I haven't opened it yet. It arrived before Christmas. So look at that. Temu, guys. Now, I've not seen one of these exactly like this, but let's take it out of the bag and have a look. I've not even opened it, so let's see. So this is like foam texture, the bottom of the arrow. You've got velvet around the bow here, and you've got like a knitted love heart at the top. Isn't that pretty? And that is, if I can measure it, if I do it from here to here, the widest part. So that comes in at 15 inches across here. And here it comes in around 15.5 inches. So it's, you could say 15 inches by 15 inches, just to round it off, which I think is wonderful. So, and it's quite, and it fits on your wreath, lovely. So have a look, guys. They do different ones, but I took fancy to this one because I liked the velvet on it and the little knitted love heart and the way the bow and arrow was. So give it a go, guys. So all of those products and elements are all from Temu or Temu, oh, I don't know. Some people pronounce it different. It depends where you come from. But that is what we're going to do today. I'm only going to do a basic, well, I say basic, you know me. If I think it doesn't look full enough, I'll just go and grab something else. But we're also going to do that. I may actually, I've got some little vines that I also purchased from Temu because I just took a fancy to them. But I'll just grab them because I may add those in for a different texture. I can't remember how many I brought. Let's have a look. If I just put those in, just grab one. So now these are little like wooden leaves. They've been sprayed white. They have got a hook on the top here if you want to hang it down, and they are wired. So they are from Temu as well. So I think when I was looking on Hobbycraft, they sell them. I think it's Hobby. Is it Hobby? It may be Hobbycraft. I'm not quite sure. But I have got these. So I may add and snip away at these and add these in for a little bit of texture as well. So I'll keep one out for now. So again, everything's from Temu. So for all you ladies and gentlemen who are on a tight budget, check it out and happy shopping. So I've got my cat here. He's come to welcome. He's been missing coming in here because every time I've opened the door, he's come straight to here, and I've had to say we're not going in today. So I've had a lovely break. I'm looking forward to starting again for the new year. So I've placed on floral wire on the back of our bow, which we're going to place through the wreath. But first of all, I think we need to place on our bow and arrow. So I want it at an angle like that. So because we've got these little, the plastic tubes here for the arrow, the bow, I'm going to try and attach probably a cable tie in black, with it being black, around and through, just to hold on to our wreath like that. And then I would like my bow to sit on the opposite side around there somewhere. So, or if I decide, I've got it caught now, do I place it at the bottom here instead? Let's see. So first of all, oops a daisy, sorry Marley. Let's get some black cable ties. Let's move my stool out of the way as well. So let's get this to sit where we'd like it. So again, I'm going to make sure that our little plastic bow will sit around here somewhere. So I'm going to push that through the back. And I'm just going to hold it in place like that. And just pull tight. I don't want to glue it on. I want this little, where your feathers go, to be in this, around the centre. Let me just turn it this way a moment. I could put one there as well to hold that in. Just pop it through the back. And I'm going around the wreath. I can get it in fingers. Yeah, I'm going to place another one on. I think. Yes, we're going to need another one on because it's pulling that forward. So let's just do the same here. And then we will just snip off the excess of our cable ties. I don't tend to do very many Valentine's Day arrangements. It's not that I don't like it, it's just not a lot of people tend to order Valentine's Day. I think they tend to go for the real roses, you know, things like that. So I have cut a bit of other Love Heart ribbon, but not to make a bow, just for a tail ends or something, or I may make a little loop somewhere here or behind. I'm not sure yet, we'll see, but that's just in case. And again, that one is from Temu as well. Right, I'll put the bow in at a later stage because I don't want it to be sunk within. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to cut it in half. So we've got quite a bushy one there and also a little one here as well. So that could easily go here. I don't want the one what's too bushy covering it. So I would start to bring that around here. So let's first of all get this one in. And I have used a Chanel stick at the back for my hook. I've just threaded it through and then wrapped the ends of the Chanel stick around the loop that I created. I thought I'd just put that on today. What I could do, in fact, I'm going to cut it into thirds so we've got it's equal, because you get 6 sprigs. Sprigs meaning these separate stems on one stem, and they will go further. Unless you want to keep them longer. Again, everybody to their own choice. Do the same with this one. And I will save this that I've cut off in case I need to make a pick with something, or there's a flower that hasn't got a head, a stem on it, because sometimes I do buy just the heads, and I will attach something like this to it. Oh, and something else I'm going to be trying, guys. I've already done two. I've never made them before, so if they don't look extremely great, my apologies, because I'm new to trying it. But again, a dear friend of mine has told me to give it a go. So I will show you when I've just placed this one in. And what I've done is these. So I'm going to be making lots and lots of them up. Lollipops, gifts like this, Easter eggs, things like that. It is a polystyrene. I brought some Chanel yarn, some really thick Chanel yarn off Temu. These are all off Temu, because I wanted to show you that you could do this as well. And these beads I had myself. I've had them years. And I bought these little cup things. There's a little gift. That's what they are. Part them in two, because they do come open, and use half each. So I glued all the Chanel yarn on. Then I glued these on top in each corner. One there, one there, one there, one there. And then these are for cake decorations that I got off Temu as well. And I thought, let's get some of those in. So that's what I've made as a gift, what would go lovely in a wreath. And I made one in pink. Again, the beads that I've had myself. But in this one, again, from Temu, I placed one across here. They only come in a pack of 4, unfortunately. I like odd numbers, but we can't complain. And then I did the same thing with the polystyrene and the Chanel yarn. You can get all different colours. I'm waiting for all the other colours to arrive. And I just glued that one there, and then the 3 up there. Then put a bit of beading around to make like a gift. So I placed those on there, because I was quite proud, to be honest, because I've never done it before. For a first attempt, we all have to have a go at something what we've never done before. So I can only get better, and so can you guys if you decide to do it. Let's just cut that one off. And save that stick. So I'm going to go round to about here with them. I don't want to go any further because I don't want to cover the bow and arrow. So just spread them. You can manipulate them and sit them up. You don't have to have them flat like these. Some of these are. Just give them a bit of a tweak, just to give them that movement. And then I'll put my last one here. And just slightly bend that up. Like so. So I don't need the other one. Not yet. I may use it for filler. Who knows? Right. I want to get some of our fern in as well. And I'm going to bring one up here. And I'm going to bring them in between where we've placed the others. The stems on these are thin. But guys, it doesn't mean to say that they don't do the job. They do a fantastic job. So I'm going to bring one here, just at the back there. I think you get about 20 in these. Just looking at them, they look about 20. I haven't counted them. And you could bring some through. You haven't got to have them all at the back. Let's just cut all the stems a little shorter. There is a front, good side, as a front and a back to these. So just, you know, have a quick look. I've got my coat on again, my jacket on again, guys, because it is quite chilly here in Mansfield. And again, you can bend these over if you wish, just to give them a bit of movement, or bend them inwards, because again, they are wired right to the, about an inch away from the top. I'll just turn that one a bit. I don't think you can see, can you, with my cat? Sit there, good boy. And then we'll put one more. Going through here. And again, I'll bend that so it looks like it's starting to grow up to the top. Let's bring this one slightly in so we can see it, because they are very thin. Well, I say thin, but I mean, what I mean is airy. So hiding them behind something that's bushy, you won't really see. That's what I mean. So let's just have a look. Right, we'll keep hold of those in case I fancy using a few more of those as well. Let's get in some of these. Now I've cut these all down to different sizes. I've got some big, some I think mediums. So again, I quite want to bring a bit of that over because it looks squashed behind. Oops, I've got glue on one of my leaves already. There we are. I bring that like that. So I also want to bring these in as well. Our tree pine from Timu. And this is basically just to, I mean, pine trees are an all year round. They are here. I don't know anywhere else in the world. I'm not that good at knowing what sort of plants you have anywhere else. So my apologies. But I'm sure they are. So I'm going to bring one around here as well. Just to entwine with some of these leaves. And slightly lean over that way. And I'm going to bring one here. I'm placing them where the, basically where the fern is, to fill it in around the fern, because it's a bit, you know, gaps here. So I want to add a bit of volume as well as fill in those gaps. Bring some of the littler leaves with them. And bring one around here. I kept looking at things, guys, and thinking, oh, that would look nice, that would look nice. And then I thought, oh, I didn't get that from Temu. So I couldn't use it. And I wasn't going to use something that wasn't from it. So, because that's what our project is about today. I've got fluff on them. Some sort of fluff. I think, where were they? Oh, there was next to where the white is. The white furry foliage. So we'll bring one here as well. Again, I'm going to be filling this up. We need one here because there's a gap here. So we need to place one there. I'm just manipulating it just to give it that movement. So I've got, oh, somebody's letting fireworks off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, so if you hear the noise, guys, the fireworks were going crazy last night. I'm going to bring one in here. Gosh, Morley doesn't like the noise. He's looking at the door, bless him. I'll bring one down here. Again, I'm just using little bits up. I'm bringing these a bit further inwards. Let's have a look. Not too much into the centre, just a little bit. And just allowing them to hang inwards, not around the edge. And then I'll bring one here as well. Let's get that one there. And again, bring that like that. I don't mind it sticking out, as you can see, from the side, because I like volume. I've got one big one left. I'm not going to use it. I'll save it. I don't want to not add it in, and it's going to make something look slightly odd. So I'm going to place in, oh, before we carry on, because I want these peacock feathers at the back, because they are long. But when you take them off of the stem, you can cut them however long you'd like them and leave the rest just for red grasses. But I've placed them like that, and I want them just sticking around at the top and at the back. So we're going to place these in. Again, I've cut down 5. if they are too long, which that looks a bit too long. Yeah, that's a bit too long. So let's cut it down a little bit more and shorten it. In fact, if I place it this side, that's bring it down a bit more. And just and because they're wispy, they just add in, you know, the see-through. You don't really focus too much on them. Oh, it's great to be back. It was great to have my mum, but it's great to be actually back creating. I've missed it. I think that's why I started doing the gift boxes. Just something to do. I took them in the house and did them in the house. So I'm waiting for some stuff to arrive so I can do some more. And I'm just popping these through and trying to separate them so they're not all sitting together. Let's spread them out. So, oops, I caught something on it. And then we'll just put this one in. Let's just turn it around. Three together here. I'm going to heart them. So they're just little wispy bits. I think that one's a little bit close to that one. That's quite long. I may end up snipping that down, but I think we'll wait till we've got everything in. Right, so let's now get in our eucalyptus that I've chopped down. I can get the rubber band off. There you have it. And again, these, my lovelies, are all wired to the tip. So what I want to do is perhaps bring these in like that again for the movement. So if we start around here, I think I need stilts. And then manipulate these ones as well, with them being wired. Play around with them, have fun. I've got some single pieces as well that I haven't put together. But I've just ripped them off. So and then I'll bring one here as well. I'm going to bring one here at 9 o'clock. Oops, I've just caught the leaf. Again, bend them or swivel them around your finger and make a little spiral effect. If that's what you prefer, they'll all look beautiful. And I'm going to bring another one here. And then we're going to think about adding our bow. Let's bring that tree pine through it. Now these are all single stems that I've not placed together. So I want another one here. So I'm going to wrap the wire around one of them to make 3. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's here, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I nearly placed one in the same place. Just bring them up. Give them that lovely movement. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so I'll dot these 4 a bit further inwards. I want to place one actually around here. Just, I'm going to bring it coming here. Just put a little bit of a bend on it that it's coming down. I'm going to do the same here, bring one near the end there. And just one. Let's bring one there as well. and then another one around here. I've just cut the stem a little bit shorter. We don't want it too long. Have a look. So we've got it like that. So let's think about now where we're going to place our bow. Just fluff it up. It's really thick, this ribbon. It's lovely. So let me just turn it and have a look. Hello. Yes, please. I love a coffee. Thanks. Right, guys. Now I've just had a look, and that bow and arrow isn't sitting where I'd like. I wanted it like that. So I'm going to, instead of taking the bow and arrow off, I'm going to take the hook off and reposition the hook. So let me do that first. I've just realised it's not in the place where I'd like. So if you've got Chanel sticks and you've placed those as a hook, just unwind them, replace it. If I can find where that little bit piece is. La la. There we go. I found it. So let's reposition it. So all I've done is just used a Chanel stick, and I'm going to now reposition it. Let's see where I'd like it to sit. Oh, so let's get that fluff off. La la la. Yeah, around here. So I'm just placing this Chanel stick through the back of the wreath. If I can see. You know what I'm going to do? What my dear friend Linda, place it through a weaving needle, bend the end over. Let's go through the top here on one side. I hope I've judged this right. It's a little bit hard to see. There we go. So that's one through. So I've got one side through already. Let me just grab the other. Thank you. And then we're going to go just behind that bow piece there and take it through. Can. There we go. So I've just done that. I've made myself a hook. You won't be able really to see it. Let's just push that through. Oh my goodness. There we go. And then wrap that little end around there like you did before. Sorry guys, it's only because I realised I've misplaced it, or not, didn't concentrate enough, I don't think. So let's see if this is in the right place. Yes, 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 yes. That's better, don't you think, guys? I can't believe I did that bit wrong. So now our bow. I think, do I place it at the end there? I think, yeah. So I'm going to do the same thing with the weaving needle. And again, you can get these weaving needles off of Temu as well. I have spotted them. They're only plastic. It's just for you new beginners if you don't know. It's just like a sewing needle but plastic. But they're called weaving needles. Place my wire through one piece at a time. Hook it over, just make a little hook, and then thread that through the back of your wreath. So it's easier to get through. That's one, and then just pull it off. Get your other wire, do the same, and then place that through as well. So that's that one. And then grab your wire. Just make sure your ribbon is where you'd like it to sit with your tail ends. So I think I'd bring that up a bit like that. I will straighten it out shortly, but that's just where I'd like it now. I've got it. And then twist at the back. I tend to twist about 1 inch, and then I cut the rest of the wire off. And then I use my needle nose pliers or flat pliers to bend the wire back inside the wreath so it doesn't scratch on anybody's door. So let's just fluff it up now. Got a bit of greenery there, so let's poke that greenery through the ribbon. La la. The mesh ribbon hasn't got any wire in, so it doesn't bend. I don't mind that. I like how sometimes they just flop down. And just sort this out so it's all back in shape. So now we've got our lovely ribbon. Right. I'm wanting, I've got the buds. So with the buds, rose buds, I want to place those sticking out. The ones with more of an open head, I'd like to place around the, in between around the centre. So I'm going to place the buds on first. If you don't like any foliage that you get on flowers, guys, just take them off. I've done that before. These foliage are a little bit shiny, so I may take those off. Let's see. By just pulling them off. Yeah. Or do I place it back on, and let's have a look. Oh no, we'll keep them on. We'll keep them on. They fill in the bits of gaps. So, what I'm going to do with these, they're very pretty. They're very tightly placed together, or made, you know, so they're not loose, so they're going to flop open the petals. So they are quite compact and tight. I keep hearing noises. I think I'm going to bring one just on the outer side up here, and then just start working my way around. So let's start one up there. Well, I say outer side. Let's just get it where it can be seen, but I don't want it to get in the way. And I'm going to bring one around here as well. Or you can, what you can do, you've got one there, so then do the opposite, go to the opposite side and place one in the same place or around the same area. If it makes it easier for you to place in your arrangements so it's balanced. So then I've got one there. I'd like to place one in here. Let's move it slightly to the back. So now I've placed one there. Just get your next flower, just go down like that with it, and then you know this one needs to be around here. And then that will help you as well, placing your floral in a very similar place again. Go down, so it's got to be around here. And then do the same here. Bring one here. I'm going to be cutting more anyway. That's okay. So I want to bring one around here as well. And then I'm placing them a similar spacing apart. They might not be exact, I'm just eyeballing that, but just similar spacing. And get another one. So we've got that here. Again, go down like that, and your head should be around here. So we go here, just under. Place that in there, and then I want one coming out from the side. So this has got a bit of like grass on it, so we'll use one with grass, and we'll bring that here because it's got some of these lovely little, well, I think they may be, I don't know, it's still be where they're just starting to grow, so to speak, and the little bits of astilbe are starting to show. So that's quite a nice texture, having them half and half, as I say. So this one will go in the middle of these. Now bring that out like that. So we've got it then like that. So I'm not going to use any more of those buds. So let's just have a look. Let's bend that in a bit because it's so then that's like that. I'll place our others. I'll get 6 out to start with. Now I don't want them this long, but I will chop them down and keep this stem again for anything I may need. But what I'm going to do, where you see these two here, I'm going to place the open head here to form that triangle position. So then that will start to make it look balanced. So we'll do that. I'm going to cut them about here. Again, save these guys. They are brilliant. They will come in handy for anything. Let me just, do I do 5? I want to do 6, but it may not finish as 6. Let's just, we'll see, we'll get it to work. So I'm leaving the foliage on this one. I do like the foliage on this. It's got veins in the leaves. So and they're not push-ups, unfortunately, the foliage, but they on the stems they do have little artificial thorns, so it makes it look more realistic. I think that's wonderful. So we've got those two there. Now do I make it smaller, guys? It may be a little bit too long. So I'm going to cut smaller. We'll save this foliage because I can use that as filler. So don't throw any of your foliage that you're throwing away, that you've chopped off, sorry. Just save it because that again will come in great for your filler foliage. So let's try again. So you've got your triangle placement here. And just lean the head slightly if you wish to have it showing. So now we've got this one and this one. So we're going to have one, or in fact that one, and have one here. Excuse me. So that one and that one, and bring this one coming in towards the centre, or just popping through your bow. Like so. So you've got your triangle here as well. So then use that one and place one there. I may place some on each end as well if I've got spare. Well, I say if I've got spare. That one, so this one will bring, I'll just move that leaf. Bring that one there. Then I could put one there as well. So that would make 4. So we'll have to build it into an odd number. I'm just turning it, guys, because I have to try and look behind here. So I'm trying to not cover up as much. I don't mind bits of leaves hanging. I think that may be a bit too close. So let's take the glue off, reposition it. I think it needs to be about here. So let's have a look. We'll do all right. One there. Just cut that one off. I'm just thinking where I could place the last two. You know what I'm going to do? I don't usually do this, but I'm going to, where you see these four here, what I'm going to do with that one there, and you form that, I may just bring this one somewhere at the back on either side here. So if that's the case, I may need a longer stem on the other one. Let's have a look. Let's give it a go. So we'll bring that there, a fuller flower, and then bring that one here. So then we've used 6 beautiful red roses. So we'll just go in between all of our foliage. Got glue on me. And just mix it up. There, so I've placed those there. I'm going to hang on to those for filler, the leaves. We don't need no more of those. I'm not sure again whether I want these in now, because they're too much of like placing them next to those. They look a bit too, like they've got like a deep cerise pink. So I'm not going to place those in. I have got the lovehearts. And let's just have a look at these twigs with the wooden leaves. I think they would add a lovely texture. So, well, let's get in some veronica and then our lovehearts and some lamb's ear. And the lamb's ear can also act as filler foliage as well. So I'm going to put the one veronica here and one on this end as well. So I don't want it just looking slightly bare. I want something white just to go over it. And just give that little bit of, adding white will allow your foliage and your florals to bounce off each other and bring it alive, which is great. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to place one in there, just at the top here. Again, where the fern, around where the fern is. So now I've done that one there, I'm going to need to bring one in the same area down this side. And again, the veronicas are also wired to the tip, so you don't have to have them going, you know, around. You can have them coming out to give that extra little bit of movement in another direction. So I want one around where this red rose is here. So I'm going to bring one there. So I don't need no more fern. Oh, my coffee. Oh, I've got a cup. I'm crazy about cups or mugs. This has got all little flowers on, wild flowers, and then it's got a hand, and it says mother, and then two hands holding mother, the thumb of the mum and the little finger. And in there it's got both of my boys' names, Brandon and Jordan. So my boys are holding my hand wherever I go. I think it's a lovely thing. Right. Let's get the love hearts. I think these are lovely. And their own polystyrene with a little skewer. What you have your kebabs on, I think. Wooden. And just dyed red or something like that. But they are very pretty. So you see where there's got gaps here and there's just a lot of green. I want to break that up and bring some red in it. So in between these roses, I want to bring a love heart. So I'm only going to chop these a little bit, guys, because these don't bend. So they're, with them being wooden stems, so, or picks. So I've not got movement with them. So they've just basically got to sit how they sit. I tend to, if I buy things like this, buy them on wire stems, or I pull these out and I add my own. But because I haven't got anything red or any red tape, I'm going to put up with having wooden ones. There's nothing wrong with wooden ones. You know, everybody has their own preference. On what they like. I may bring one here as well to join in with that. So then I'm going to bring one this side as well. Just under here, because again there's not really much colour. Let's just wrap that around my fingers, shorten the stem a little. So even if you just see like the little love hearts just popping out, that's all right. You can use things for depth as well. You haven't got to have everything sticking out on show. And then I'll use one more up there, going there. And we'll shorten that one a little. So we've got those in there like that. I'm not going to place any more in. Let's get rid of all that. Now we've got our lambs here. So I don't want to overdo it with the lambs here, but I am going to bring some of these in. Again, with them being light foliage, they will bounce off, or the roses will bounce off of these. So I always say, if you have dark, incorporate some light textures and colours or tones, you know, to bring your arrangement alive. So I'm going to cut these fairly short. And where you see this here, I'm going to bring that just in there to bring that little bit alive. I may bring one near the end as well. Just in front of this love heart. And again, on these stems, if you're cutting them down short, say like that I am, I've got all of that left. Save those as well, guys, because if you're doing anything and they haven't got all the heads on them, or you need a little small pick to use on your arrangement, you've got little small ones here. So I do save those as well. I mean, if they're not long enough, then I won't save them. It's just that they're long enough to use on something. So like if I'm doing a very compact arrangement, or if I'm doing an arrangement that's not sticking too far out and I don't need long stems, perfect for that. I'll place one there, give a bit of light colour here as well. Let's see if I need any around the edging. Let's get rid of that blue string. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to bring the odd ones on the outer side, because again there's a lot of green on the outer side. Let's bring it alive. Let's give it some joy, some love, and let's bring it on the outer side. As you can see, we've got that one there, so I'm bringing that one in the centre to get, again, to form that triangle, and then that will balance out your arrangement. Oops. So I will bring that there. I'm not going to cut the stem on this because I want the length. So let's have a look. So it's around here. And I'll just slightly bend it, not much. So I formed that triangle. And they do only come on the stems like that. Sometimes if I want them longer, on some of the lamb's ear I've bought in the past, you can pull the leaves off individually. So I have placed my own longer picks on them, but these don't come on longer, where you can pull the bottom of this off. It doesn't. This stem, main stem, goes right to the top. So we've got that one and that one there. So I'm going to incorporate this one around here as well. I'll just find and again, just spread it a little bit, give it some joy. So you've got here, here, here. So now I'll do the same here, where we've got this, this, and then one will go here to form that triangle. And if you want to fluff these up, because they do come like this, you know, quite close together, just be quite delicate with them, because they only plastic, they've got no wire in the leaves or anything. So if you bend or manipulate a bit too much, they could snap. I've done it. I've done it. So I just tend to bend them over a little bit just to see them open up. So we'll bring this one down here. So we've done that. So I don't need no more lambs here. Let's get those out of the way in that paper bag. And I'll save those stems. So we're on to our little twiggy bits. I want to see what we can do with this. Again, just to give it that different little bit of texture. I don't think I want to put lots in. So I'll just cut one off. Again, these are wired, so you can manipulate these to your heart's content, guys. I might put one at the end, on each end, just behind the Veronica. Just to give it a little bit of different texture there. Do the same above. So behind that Veronica as well. So we'll go up here. If I can get it in. Can't see. There we go. Let's just shorten that a little bit. I do think something needs to go there. So I'm going to cut all this up and we're going to use it all. Let's see what we can do with it. Sorry if you can hear that banging, guys. It's the wind on my gate outside, banging on my shed. So, I don't know what that one belongs to. Let's just snip that bit off what's sticking out, so it doesn't scratch. And then manipulate them. And I don't mind if some are forward and some are backwards, you know, with the leaves. I quite like that. So I want a smaller one just to get in there. So we'll place that one in that little gap where it's just green and it's got no colour really. We'll get that. Oh, let me get that glue off and sit that amongst the greenery there. So because I've done that one there, I'd like to do the same down there. Bring some in with that. And I've got two more, so I'm going to bring one here and then I think one here as well, and then I don't need no more of that. So let's get one under here. Just get that on the outer side. And do the same with this one. So it's around here. So let me just stand back. Oops, I'm taking a glue string with me. I need to bring that up a little. And that there. So what I'm going to do with these little bits of rose petals or leaves, shall I say, I'm going to put those in and around the centre. So I'm going to straighten the stems up so this doesn't look like they've been chopped away at. I do have rose petals, rose leaves as well on the picks that I purchased. And there's a gap here, so I want to fill in this. And as you can see, I'm just taking them on the inside around here. I've only got 5, so I'm going to try and do my best to cover the whole of it, or well, not the whole of it, the gaps with these last 5. I know there's one what's needed here. I want some behind the bow. I may bring some what they look like they're coming in towards the centre with these. Not too much though. Again, I'm going to bring one up there. Do that one in the centre as well. So then that's all 5 of them used that I had spare for chopping on the stem. Let's straighten up our bow. And if I'm being quite honest, I'd like something what's entwined into the bow. I do like to see that. So I've done that, so I may, let's have a look. Again, I'm not going to use any other different foliage. I'm only going to stick to the foliage that I've used. So in fact, these little astilbes on these roses, do I take those off? Oh, I can put rubber bands around these guys instead. So I'll have to cut them all down. So pull off some of this astilbe. And what I'm going to do is just stick some in and around here. So it looks like the greenery is coming through. And I'm going to stick these onto the ribbon. I'm not putting picks in them. I'm just going to stick them on, and I'm going to make a triangle with these as well. So I've got 2 at the bottom here, so I just want 1 at the top part or area of the bow there. So I'll just place them in to show you. There we go. I can just so it's like that. So you've got a bit of greenery coming through your bow, and if you don't want to have a loop in the center of your bow, then get a rose and place that in the middle of your bow to make it look like the rose is growing through your bow. So I'll keep these aside and let's stick these in, and all I'm doing is just dipping it in my glue pan. If you've not got a glue pan, use your glue gun, and I'm sticking it onto the ribbon. And I'm sticking it right to the bottom of the ribbon where you would see the cable tie, you know, into that area. So like that. Let's just get rid. Let's have a look. So let me just stand back. Let's just manipulate that a little bit. And with your tail ends, again, you don't have to have them just hanging. You can, let me just turn that round. You can just bend it over. If you don't want to do dovetails, just bend it in itself and create a little ringlet. Just keep going around however far you want it up, and then grab the centerpiece where you first started and then just pull it down, and that creates a ringlet. And that's if you want to do that. But on this one, you can also just keep running your hands or fingers around it just to give that curl going under. And the reason I'm not putting ringlets on is because this one can't, because it's got no wiring, so I don't just want one with a ringlet and the other one just hanging. So I'm keeping these together. Let's just bring that down. Let's have a look. I may just cut that one a little bit more so it's not too far down. Oops, I nearly went wrong then. There we go. So it's at a similar length to the other one. And again, if you want to add something different in, I don't think I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to keep to that bow. I could use the same bow, but I'm going to not bother. I was going to do something like a loop, 2 separate loops, and just place this in on a pick amongst it all. You can do that. I think I'd probably use a different ribbon. So we'll save that for another project. Right, so that is our lovely Valentine's Day wreath. Again, you can hang that up in your house for your loved one when they walk through the door and they see it with a little message on it saying that you love them. Wouldn't that be sweet? Let's just get these in here. Because I'm saving. Here's all my little odd stems, what are long enough to make something out of or use. So there we have it, guys. So a wonderful gift for any loved one to hang in with the bow and arrow. Again, you don't have to have a bow and arrow, you can get a sign. I also did purchase at the same time a sign from Temu. I will show it you because to show you that they do lovely signs as well. So let me just grab it. I haven't used it again. So I've also got that from Temu, and this, where does it open? This is also really thick wood. It's not thin. You can get thinner wood. It comes with its own hook already on the back, but you could take that off if you wish. But you can see how thick it is from the side. So that's lovely and thick. And again, if you don't have that, that would sit lovely in the centre. And this is a 16-inch wreath, so that is quite big. In fact, that is, let's have a look, from the widest point, 12 inches wide. And the height is 12 inches high. So 12 inches by 12 inches. So that is really quite big. And it's really quite thick. So you can put a staple like they have on the back if you want to change this twine into a ribbon on there instead, or just take it off, or place staples on if you want it to be attached to the wreath without having to place holes through. And you could place that there as well. So that's quite big as well. So you can get some lovely signs. Again, I've had small signs from them as well. But I think it's the bigger signs that are, you know, better for it. Yeah, it's like 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres if you work in centimetres. So yes, Temu. And I think that was only about £3 in English money, which is maybe about $5, well, about £3.50, so maybe about $7-8. So in the States, I'm not sure about euro, but yes, you get things like that as well. Just type in wooden signs or wooden plaques, or if you want a Valentine's Day one, place in wooden Valentine's Day plaques or signs, things like that. And with the ribbon as well, just type in wired ribbon when you go onto the site. The only disadvantage is that they can take up to 14 days delivery. But if you order in advance, like I did with those, I ordered those before Christmas. I knew I wasn't worried when they'd come, because when I started back today, I had them. So I was in no rush at the time. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And I hope that you're going to give it a go. You know, maybe if you have a look on Temu and see things like this that you can purchase, just to give it a go for yourselves, and just see the quality. As you can see, it looks lovely quality, and I think that they're fabulous. So don't ever, you know, think that it's all cheap and nasty. Yes, don't get me wrong, just like any other shops and things like that, or supermarkets or malls, whichever, you can always go into a shop and they have good quality and also budget quality. So they do, it's not just Temu, Shein, you know, Amazon, they also do budget flowers, you know, things like that. Your wholesalers, they will do deluxe as well as budget, because they take into consideration people cannot always afford the more expensive. So they have to compensate for all areas. And that's all Temu have done. So yes, you can get some flowers on Temu that are really, really cheap, but also look for the bargains, because there's sometimes they have on Temu where they've got sale in the category. Go to the sale and have a look. So anyway, give it a go, whether it's being reds or whichever colour you like, or if you've got a sign and it's in a different colour, do a different colour, guys, and have fun with it. Just have fun. And then you'll notice that once you've done that, the quality just doesn't look any much different to what you would if you bought from a wholesaler's, unless again you're buying the super deluxe flowers, which can be quite expensive. So I think this is wonderful. And all of my arrangements that I do go up for sale. You know, if you just contact me, or, you know, DM me or private message me on my website, which is theflowerpatch2401@gmail.com, and just message me. And if they want something, you know, but they can't collect, I do use a courier where I will have it sent out to you. So please subscribe, share and like for 2025 and in this wonderful year. And, you know, again, just to keep helping my business grow and to get recognised. That's basically all I do. You know, I hope that I get from it, apart from having the enjoyment and the, you know, the happy feeling of teaching you wonderful people out there, because I just love to teach. So, you know, and meet all new wonderful people like yourselves. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care and good health. And I hope you have a prosperous new year and all your dreams come true. So bye for now, guys. And I will see you tomorrow. I may be doing an Easter arrangement tomorrow as well. Sorry if the video's long, but I had that much things to tell you and what to do, where to get things from. It may have gone on a little while. So, but never mind. I hope you don't mind. So I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And bye. Ooh. So have a great day. I love you all, guys. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Right, let's just move the camera. Let's do a quick close-up. So there is the bow and arrow. Again, there's how it's, if I can zoom it in. It's velvet touch, this. You knitted love heart, somebody's crocheted it or something. And then that rubber foamy effect for the feathers at the bottom. I don't know what you call it. There's the, oh gosh, my camera's not zooming in very well. Is it the light? There's your, let's see if it automatically zooms in. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I'm going to have to get my son to sort that out. Put auto zoom in. But there's your glittery love heart. Your beautiful lamb's ear. Your, I don't know. I don't like this because it's not zooming in very well. It's not focusing. Oh, there we go. There's your lovely roses. The ones that are more, well, are open. And then you've got your lovely buds. I've got a glue string on there. Your lovely buds here. We've got lots of layers inside. Your eucalyptus, cinerea. It's not the silver dollar. It is the cinerea. But you can use silver dollar, guys. You've got your tree pine here. Your lovely little peacock feathers here. Your gorgeous veronica. And then also, what else did we use? Oh, yeah. Your lovely rubber textured fern there as well. And then your wooden leaves. They look like little pods. But again, they are wooden. So you can have them either back to front or let them just sit how they sit as a natural thing as well. And again, here's our lovely thick ribbon, guys. It's really, really nice. Very pretty. And again, then the webbing one as well. So we've got that. And then I've also in the centre used a bit of green astilbe and some rose leaves here just to fill in a bit of the wreath on the inside. Have I missed anything? Oh yeah, I have. And these. Now guys, I'm not sure if it looks like boxwood, but we've got some of that. If it's not, it may be ruscus, I'm not sure. But it looks very much like the boxwood I have on my garden. And again, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Welcome back, all of you. I've missed you lots. and I'm glad I'm back. Take care for now, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.